Hi, Donna. I think you are watching me on the recorded session. Please go into the live session. If you go into the Google Docs I sent you, you have the link. I'm going to invite all of you again. For some reason, you're not coming in. So, everyone again, Google Tools course. Okay, invite. Invitation posted. I'll check that one. Hold on. It is shared. Okay. Hello, Dvora.
Hey, I did it. How you doing, Sandra?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Wait a minute.
Hello. Dvora, if you can hear me, please answer me.
No, just a minute. I cannot. My mic.
Hello. Hello, Dvora.
1 second.
Let me see. Let me see if I can unmute you. I can't. I can see that you're online. I can see a message on the site. I cannot see you. It's like a black screen. But where is everybody else? Delete. Okay, who else? Okay. I can see your picture. I cannot see you.
Right. Can you hear me?
Dorit is in. Hi, Dorit. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I can't hear you, Dorit. Can you speak up? Or
A minute.
something is wrong with maybe with my earphones. Hold on. Can you hear me? Dorit, speak up.
Yes, you can hear me now?
Hello? Okay. I probably lose my earphones today in they're not working. I'm going to have to speak without the earphones. I hope there's not too much echo.
I can't hear it either too well.
What?
There you go.
Really? Good. Can you hear me?
Now better.
Okay, good. Dorit, if you can use the microphone because we can hear the baby in the back.
Okay.
Okay, when you want to talk, turn it on. Hi, Joanna, how are you? Joanna?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
I just
We
muted
can't
the
see you. Your
speaker.
camera is all blurred.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I know because I have a Band-Aid on it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
here.
I can see you. Okay. We're waiting a little bit for everybody else.
Okay.
There's still 2 viewers on the recording session, and I don't know why. If I knew who they were, I can send the invitation again. I don't know. Joanna, did you have a hard time getting into the recorded session, the live session? I can't hear you. You're muted.
I didn't get the invitation. I entered through the Google Plus.
Okay. So you know what? Anyone that you entered from where? Wait a second. From the Google Doc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not from the Google Docs, from the for the Hangouts. There is there is this icon on the in the Hangouts.
In the Google Plus?
Yes, on the left side.
Okay, so anyone listening to us that couldn't get in, go through Google Plus and go into the Hangout Live.
Sorry, my husband is calling.
It's okay. Three viewers on the, okay. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that you can see. Okay. If the Google Doc I sent you, okay, you have here a link to the live session and a link to the recorded session. So those of you who are in the recorded session right now, if you can go to the live session, it will be better. Okay, this is the link. You can find this document with the link in your Google Drive. I shared it with you. You should even have an email about it. Okay? It's 8:03. We'll wait 2 more minutes and we'll start, okay? How many of you were at READ today? No? Dorit, were you there? No? You missed it. It was really nice. The morning we had a regular conference, but after lunch we had like a party for Avi to say goodbye. It was really, really nice. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to start. And I'm going to, the ones that are on the recorded session, either they will be coming in and joining us later on, or they will watch the recorded session. Okay, it's a pity because today I wanted to do something actively with you guys, so I would rather have everybody in the live session. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. What? Tamar, hello. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, we still have 3 viewers over there, but hopefully everyone will come in. Before we start today's session, I would like, as I usually do, review a little bit what we did last time. And in session 4, we learned about the Omnibox. If you remember, that's where you type the URL and you write all sorts of things like define and the calculator and everything else. We learned about extension and apps in Google Chrome. And basically, that's it. We went into lots of things and we saw the sessions. Any questions about that? No. Okay. If there are any questions, let me know. Let me see if I have any questions here. Since Adele is not here, I need to know if I have questions here. No, I don't. Okay. Anyway. What I would like to start with is to show you how to get rid of extensions, okay? Because once you start adding them, you want to get rid of them as well. So again, I'm going to share with you my screen. Okay, this is the Google document. It doesn't matter, as long as I'm in Drive, I can do that. See the 3 little bars over here? I go into it. I go into Settings. And then, if the internet helps me, we'll go into Extensions. Okay, see here you have history, extensions, and settings. You go into extensions, and you have all the extensions you have added over here. Some of them are enabled, some of them are not. Okay, for example, I have AdBlock Plus and all different sorts of extensions. I also have a Lumosity break, which right now is disabled. I did not delete it because I didn't want to delete it, because sometimes I like doing that when I have time. But since it takes memory from, it makes my computer slower, I disabled it when I'm not using it. Okay, so that's something. And if you want to delete, you just click on delete. Okay, see, you can either disable or delete. Questions? Okay. Let me see. No questions here. Okay, good. So I'm going to start today's session. Okay, today's session. Hi, Suri, how are you?
Hi.
Annette.
Hello.
No, that's Monique. Okay, is Annette here with us? No, I wanted to ask Annette. Annette asked me a question, by the way, about last session. And
Anat cannot join today because she has this end of the year party.
aha. Okay. So she asked me if you could, if there was a way of knowing if somebody got the email, like to track your email. And I didn't answer her because I told her she could find the answer in the extensions and the apps. And I don't know if she did in the end, but here's a challenge for you girls. You can look up the extension and try to find something that can track your mail. Okay, and if you can't find it, I'll give you the names next session or by email or something like that. Okay, anyway, today we are starting session 5. Before I started, I asked you to watch the 4 videos at the front page of the session. Did you? What?
Can't do that.
Sarah, I can't hear you. Okay, I don't know. Dvora watched it. Anybody else watch it besides Dvora? You can either write on the chat box or talk to me. The only one that I answered me is Dvora for now. No, he didn't find the link. Okay. Okay. Fine. I'm going to, it's a pity because it would save us time, but besides Dvora, you can either what? The chat box or talk to me. The only one that I answered me is Dvora for now. Okay. The 4 videos I asked you to watch is on session 5. See session 5, Google Drive Part 1, the concept of working on Drive. What is collaborative learning? One of you has your kid in the background. If you could mute your microphone, I would appreciate it. Okay. Who is that? Tough. Anyway, so if only Dvora watched the movies, then we have a problem. I'm going to have to show you at least one of them. Let me see this one. Okay, let's start with this one.
Amy and John work together at a travel agency. Amy edits the newsletter, and John does all the hard work, traveling the globe, reviewing vacation destinations. When John is on the road, he emails photos and documents to Amy, and sends more email when he changes one of his reviews or takes a better picture. Unfortunately, all those emails and file attachments add up to a lot of confusion. Amy just has too much to do to keep track of which version is the latest. Google Drive helps with this back and forth by making sharing easy, because you can store any type of file in Drive and share any file with anyone. Documents, presentations, photos, anything. And you can do even more with the documents, presentations, and spreadsheets that you create in Drive by giving different access rights to the people you share your documents with. From being able to view a file to being able to make changes to it and share it with new people. So when Amy needs to show the newsletter to her boss, Catherine, she shares the document with just a few clicks, giving Catherine the ability to comment and giving John viewing access so he can follow along. With Drive, the whole team always works on the same file, no matter how many edits get made, letting everyone keep on top of last-minute changes from anywhere. For more information on sharing files with Google Drive, visit the Help Center.
Okay, so this was the first video. You have another 3 explaining Google Drive, and I'm not going to go into this right now because some of you did watch it as asked. What I will do is go into my Google Drive and show you what to do. Okay, I open a new tab, I click on Apps. No, come on, Internet, be nice to me. Okay. Okay, go into Google Drive. Okay, let's start looking at it until it comes up. We have new. You click on new to create any new document. If it's a document, a spreadsheet, a form, or whatever, we'll see it later on. That's where you start. You have My Drive. That's your drive. It's like having your own computer online. You can open it the moment you sign into Google Drive. You can open it anywhere in the world on any computer, even on your phone. Shared with me is what it used to be called incoming. It's shared with me, what people share with you. Google Photos is quite new. Recent, all the recent documents. Starred. Whenever you want to mark a document, like have it important, you can star it like your favorite thing. And you have trash. That's the sidebar. Over here, you can choose to have a grid view or list view, okay? You can choose. I'd rather have the list view, but you can also have the grid view. You can also sort the options. You have sort options. You can do it according to the last one or ABC or whatever. Here you can hide these details if you want to, and of course you have the settings of Google, of everything that you need. Now, if you see here, I click on my name, okay? You will see that a window opens, and over here you have all my accounts, okay, whatever. Not only mine, but I can go into different accounts here. And that allows me to go into different drives. Now, let's see, for example, I want to create a new document. I click on New. I can create a folder. I can upload a file from my computer. I can upload the whole folder from my computer. I can open a document, a Google Sheet. It's what you know as Excel from Microsoft. Google Slides is PowerPoint. You can also have Google Forms, Google Drawing, Maps, etc., etc. You also have other apps that you can connect to your Google Drive. Over here, if you click on Connect More Apps, there's a whole bunch of apps that you can add to it that you're going to have to explore alone because we don't have time for it. But it's the same thing that when I sent you to the web store to look for extensions and applications, here you can find apps that you can add to the drive. Okay, let's open a doc right now because that's the task you're going to have to do soon. So I want you to see what to do here. The moment you open a task, open a document, the first thing you have to do is give this document a title. So over here, it's written untitled document. No, come on, Internet. Oh, sorry. Okay. Coming to life. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll be here in a minute. Okay. So you can rename the document, and I can call this just whatever, 111. Doesn't matter right now. Okay, I click on OK. Now the next thing I do, you can start working on the document as you wish. You have normal text, you have the title, subtitle, headings. Okay, adding headings is something that I linked to the session 5. You'll see in the video how to do it. It's very important, especially if you're working on a document and creating a table of contents. I always teach my kids to do it because, you know what, I'm going to show you. It's going to take a minute, but it's very important. Let's say I want to start a document. I click on title. Okay, it doesn't matter now. I'm just writing gibberish. Then I go on. Okay, I want here to insert a heading. I do heading 1. And heading 1, I also write something else. Then I go on, and I want heading 2. Heading 2, you see it's smaller. Then I go on, and I have regular text. Okay, I go on. And I can go on like that and add different headings, add heading 1 again. The beauty of it is that when I want to have a table of contents, I go into Insert, Table of Contents, and it creates alone the table of contents, you see. And if I want to put it on the cover page, I put it on the cover page or whatever. You drag it to whatever you want to. And I hope it's clear. If not, you have the video over there. But that's not the reason I opened the document. I wanted to talk about the sharing. I already showed this to you, but I'm reviewing it because you're going to have to do something today with it. You click on Share. Okay, now you can decide that, for example, Dvora. Okay, Dina is the one that came out first. She can edit the document. I can add a note to Dina. okay, and I send it to Dina. Then I don't want to share it only with Dina. I'm going to go into advanced because it makes my life easier, okay? I can invite Dvora, okay? But I don't want Dvora to edit. I want Dvora to comment only. So I can change that. Okay, and I send the document to Dvora. And hello? Okay. And I want somebody else. Who else is there? No, somebody from the course. Sure, I want her to view. Okay, and I send her. All of you got an email message saying that one can edit, another one can comment, and the other one can view. This is very important to understand how to do, okay? Because in this document, only specific people can access. If you're creating a document that you want to share with everybody else, you're going to have to change it here, okay? Share it anyone with the link or public on the web, or right now it's specific people. Okay, I hope this is clear. What I'm going to do now, hold on, let me go back here. Okay, if you look after you watch the videos, you have here documents, and some of them are videos, some of them are documents that you can read or watch that can help you organize your files, add comments to a document, and share and collaborating. In order to do that, what I had planned for you to watch at home so you could work better today, but we're going to try anyway, okay? You're going to have to do a task right now with me online so I can see if there are any problems and see. Okay, you're going to do part 1 of the task, not part 2. Part 2 you'll do later on as homework, but part 1. Here's your task for practicing sharing Google Docs. A millionaire decided to donate $10 million for a new teacher's room. Go into your Google Drive, create a Google Doc, give your doc a title, share it with me and with one other colleague in this course for editing. Share it with a second colleague in this course for commenting. Share it with a third colleague in this course for viewing. Okay, so I want you all to go into your Google Drives right now and do it. Let me know if there are any problems.
I
have to check if there are any questions. Yeah. Tamar, you already did it? Okay. You have to see if that person got in, or ask them right here, right now. Who did you share it with? Are they here? Because once it's shared with someone, you're going to see that that person. Let me see if anybody's here. Okay, no, but on this, see, I'm on this page, the Google Doc that I sent you. I can see that Dvora is right here in the document right now, and also Dana is here, okay? Dvora and Dana are here with me on this page. So if you share your documents and that person goes in, you're going to be able to see that that person is there. Okay. I didn't get it. Hold on. What is Dana writing? I saw Tamar's work. Dana saw your work, Tamar. You know what? I'm going to check in my drive if I got your work. Let me see. Shared with me. Okay, I got Dorit, I got Victoria, Joanna, Tamar, Varda. Okay. See, the moment you shared it with me, I can see it on my drive under shared with me. Where is everybody else? Joanna, give your document a title. No, you didn't. That was Dvora. Hi, Dvora. Joanna, give your document a title. You have one title document. Donna is here. Okay. So is Monique. $1 million. Hi, Khani. Hi, Jenny. Okay. Do we have everybody or that's it? I think this is it. Okay. Any more questions here? No. Yeah. Going back here. Where do I find everyone's addresses? In the emails or in the Google Plus? Okay. Hi, Monique. She left the chat. Okay. Done? Part 1 is done? I hope so. I hope you shared it with everyone that I asked for. I'm going to review this for a second. Nope, this is not it. This is it. Okay, I asked you to go into the Google Doc, give it a title. Joanna, I hope you did now. Share it with me, then with another colleague for editing, another colleague for commenting, and another one for viewing. Okay? Good. Part 2 of the task you'll do at home. Each editing collaborator needs to type at least 5 items, furniture, etc., that will be in the teacher's room. Each commenting collaborator should make 2 or 3 comments about what they like or suggest you add. And when you're done, you upload a link to your Google Doc, the Google community in the new Teachers Room session. If you look at the Google community, okay, I uploaded a new session. Here, Google Tools. Over here, new Teachers Room. Okay, and in the new Teachers Room, you have Victoria already uploaded something. Okay, Victoria, if you don't mind, I'm going to go in and see what you put there. New Teachers Room. Okay. Okay, she started working on it. And that's Victoria's. All of yours should be there, okay? The internet is slow, so the pictures are not coming up. But I'm going to close this because it's going to make it even slower. Okay, good. Anyway, let's go on. Hold on. Okay, what is R and R? What is R and R? Restroom? I don't know. Anybody can help me? I don't. This task was originally made by Adele, and she wrote it, so I don't know, Dorit. I'm sorry. Okay. Something in the teacher's room. Okay, you can use your imagination and be creative. Okay, where was I? Creating a file, sharing for viewing. Rest and relaxation. Thank you, Monique. Okay. Okay. I do that. Okay. That's for the Google Docs. If you have any more questions, this is the time to ask. If not, I'm going to Google Forms. Any questions? I guess not. No. Okay. So I'm going to Google Forms right now. Okay. When I was in the Drive, okay, you could see that in New, I could also create a form. You go into More, and you'll have over here Google Forms. Now, how do I create a form? There are several types of forms that we can use, okay? But as in any other document, the first thing you do is to change. It's called an untitled form. You change the name, okay? You have here. No, come on. Reconnecting. Internet is slow. Anyway, until I'm getting reconnect, let's look at the page. Show progress bar at the bottom of the page. Only allow one response per person. That requires a login, and shuffle question order. What does it mean it requires a login? Some of you have Google for Education, and you have like the kids are in the system. So if the kids are in the system and you are in the school system that the kids log in whenever, then you can click on that. If you don't have Google for Education and your kids are not in the system, I don't advise you to require a login for the forms. You can also shuffle the question order. Okay, here. Let's call this, I don't know, what should we call it? 222, whatever. Okay. Now, how do I start? First of all, I can write a description of what this is. This is a quiz or whatever. I can write a quiz. Okay. No? Okay. Then I write a question here, whatever I want it to be. Right now, I'm just writing W's. And I can choose the type of question I want. If I want multiple... Hello?
Where are you? Oh my, that's a horrible. Yeah, the
Anyone
camera's
else?
not working. And the microphone's not working. Yeah, close the door. Close the door.
Oh. Okay. So, going back, I'm sorry. I lost it. Where was I? Okay, here it was. Okay, so if I want multiple choice, I can just write a question. I can have a helping text. I can write one answer and another answer and another answer. Okay, if I want other, I can write other and then they can write their answer over here. Okay? Now, I can also go into advanced settings. I can ask, but I'm not going to go into this right now, in a few minutes. And also go to page based on answer. I'll talk to you about this in a few minutes. Now, what I would like to show you here is that you can require a question to be answered. So you require that question. Okay, you finished with that question, you go on. You can add an item. You can add another question, but this time you don't want multiple choice. You can have a text, okay? And that's, they write their answer over here. You can also make it required and you're done. Now, when you, next to add item, you can see you can have different types of text. You can have a text, which is just a short text box. You can have a paragraph text, multiple choice check boxes to choose from a list, a scale, a grid, date, time, section header, page break, image, or video. All of these you can add to the Google form. Okay? Now, let's say I'm done with this quiz. I want to change the theme. What do? I go over here and I say change theme. Okay? Now, there are different themes over here on the side. And let's say whatever, I want this theme. Okay? So that's my form. I change the theme. I want to view it live. I can go to view live form. So I'm going to see how my kids or whatever will see my quiz. Okay? And I can click this. I'm not happy with it. I want to edit the questions. I go to edit questions and I'm back in the drawing board. Okay? Now, let's say I finished the quiz and I already sent it out and I want to see what kids have sent me. I go to view responses. I click on view responses and over here I'm going to have the timestamp of the event, and these were the questions that I wrote with the answers. Now that's why you usually ask for the name of the kid in the form, or if you are using Google Docs for Education, Google Apps for Education, as I said before, and the kids are registered, so we'll go in with their user, you'll see their names immediately. But if not, you have to add their names, otherwise you won't know who the answers are from. Okay? Let's say I forgot here to add the name, so I want to add an item. And I want to add a text. So I click on text, okay, and I want here to have name, okay, and just the text, their answer. This is a required form. This is done, but I want this to be on top. So what do? I take this question and I just drag it to the top. Okay, and here it is. Okay, it's dragged over here. Any questions so far? Let me see if you have any questions in the... Okay. No questions. Okay, good. Okay. Let me go back to the form. Okay, the same way I share everything in Google, I can also share this form, okay? When I click on send form, okay, it gives me a link. I can embed this to a Google site. I can copy the link here and send it by email to somebody or to a class or whatever. What?
Hey, Shlomo.
Okay, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Okay, anyway,
This-
so Okay, so I can copy this link and send it, or I can share it via Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter. I can also send the form via email. I just write down here the email addresses, and I can add collaborators to the form.
Okay. And I can't hear anything, Shlomo.
Okay. Can't hear you very well. Monique, can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me. Guys, anybody can let me know? Yes? Okay, good. So that was about Google Forms. Now, what can we use Google Forms for? We can use it for feedback. We can use it for several things. I'll show you some examples. I'm turning this one off. I'm going into my drive, my Google Voice materials, and lesson plan. Sorry, this was supposed to be open before, but it wasn't. Okay. Come on. Anybody has any questions so far? Oh, sorry, my internet is going nuts. I hope it's coming back. Okay. Come on, please. Sorry, girls. Come on. Something went wrong. Please reload. Great. Okay, while it's reloading, okay, you can use Google Forms for several things. You can use Google Forms for feedback, like midterm feedback. You can use it for review. You can use it for quizzes. And a lot of other stuff. One part of your homework will be to make a Google form. The task is online. Let me see if I can show you this meanwhile until here. Okay. Google Drive Part 2. Okay. Here. Create a self-correcting quiz with feedback using Google Doc Forms. What's a self-correcting quiz? You have step-by-step explanations here on how to create a Google Form self-correcting quiz. It's a quiz that is basically good for practice only, not something like, not to give it as a quiz, because it doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work very well. It does work for practice. It's good, but not something that you can assess, okay? If I could get to my drive, I could show you an example. I did it this morning, or no, yesterday, I don't remember anymore. But my internet is going nuts. Okay, let me see. I am sorry, but it's not coming up. Okay, hopefully it will come up and I'll be able to show you how to do it. If not, the instructions are here. Create your quiz using a Google form. After each question, you add a page break. The same way you added, remember I showed you how to add a multiple choice question, a text question, and stuff like that. There's also the possibility of adding a page break. Then you give titles to those pages. Add 2 page breaks at the end, one with wrong answer, the one with well done. Edit each question individually. Oh, it came back. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. No, where is everything? It's still waiting. It didn't come back. Okay. This can be closed. It's frustrating. I'm sorry. But it will be all right. Okay, new form. Let me see. Meanwhile, okay. Okay, see, I told you the go to page based answer over here. Let's say I want, I don't know, doesn't matter, anything. Just wrote a bunch of little stuff. I want option 1 to be this, option 2 to be this, and I want I want the question to be required. I click on done. Okay, and then what do? I want to add a page break. I add a page break. I call it question 1. Okay, and I click on done. Then I want another question, another, let's say, multiple choice question, and I have whatever, whatever, whatever. And again, this is a required question. I click on done, and I add another page break, and I write here question 2. This is what you're going to have to do, so I hope it's clear. Okay, and then I'm adding one more question. Whatever, 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 and I click on done. Then what do? I go to add item. I click again on page break, but this time Page break or section header? No, I'm mistaken. Sorry. 1 second. I don't remember myself. Correct. Continue to the next page. Okay, I'm right. Okay. Anyway, I go in and I write wrong answer. Okay, and I click on done. And then I add another one, section header. No, sorry. Not section header. Delete. I add another one, page break, and I write well done. Okay, then I click on done. Now I go back to my form, and here I click on edit, okay, and I say go to page. Now the moment I clicked on go to page, what happened was next to each answer I got continue to next page, or I can go to wrong answer, and here I can continue to the next page. Okay, I do not go to well done because that would bring me to the end of the quiz, but I can continue to the next page. So I click on done. Okay, I go to the second question. Again, I click on the little pencil for edit. Okay, wait a second, where am I? No, sorry. I clicked on the page break and not on the question. Okay, click on edit. I click on go to page-based answer. This time, this question continues to the next page, and this question is wrong answer. And I go on, click on done. And the third question, what do? I only did 2 questions? Yeah, I only did 2 questions. Okay, so now I want to view the live form. I click on view the live form. And what happens, come on. Okay, this is, I didn't give it a name, so it's written untitled, but it doesn't matter. I have a question, I have to click on this. Okay, I click on it, I say continue. It tells me, no, come on, internet. Sorry. Okay, if it's the right answer, it's going to continue to the next question. If it's the wrong answer, it's going to tell me wrong answer. You could also write wrong answer, go back and try again or something like that. And then there's an error. Okay, see, the internet is so slow, it's getting stuck. But let me try once more. If not, you'll try it here. This is the wrong answer, okay? Now, if you continue, you're going to get to the end of the quiz. So that's not what we want. When the kids get a wrong answer, you tell them to go back. It's just for practice, okay? And he gets the right answer this time, so he continues, and he goes on to the other question, okay? And this time he writes over here, he clicks over here, he continues, he goes to another question, and he continues. He got the wrong answer, he got back. Let's try this one now. Continues. And, okay, I didn't mark the question. It doesn't matter. In the end, what happens is he gets to well done. Okay, and then he can submit the text. I hope it's clear. I know it's a lot to take in, what I wanted to show you here is examples. Where is it? It didn't come up. File unavailable. Okay, it didn't come up. I wanted to show you examples of forms, but you know what? I think I can show you examples of forms on the site. For example, I'll open this in a new tab. Meanwhile, while it's coming up, let me show you what's left here. Okay, so this is the task. The other thing that I'm not going to have time to go into, but you can go in and look at the video. It's self-explanatory. It's Flubaroo. Flubaroo is an add-on to Google Forms that helps you grade the forms alone. Like it's a script that grades the forms for you. The only thing you do, you'll see in the video, after you install Flubaroo, you prepare a form as a quiz. On the answer sheet, the first line has to be your own. You write the correct answers, and according to that line, all the other kids that come in to answer, the answer has to match your right one. So the kid is graded. He gets a real grade, and you have a whole list of grades. It's beautiful. Have a look. Also, you have here another add-on called Form Limiter. It limits the forms. Let's say you want a form to be finished after 50 presenters. 50 people filled out the form. You need 50 volunteers for something. 50 volunteers are registered. No more volunteers needed. Thank you. The form closes by itself. And so on. And also form values, same thing. You go in, you'll see everything is explained here. Okay, what else I wanted to show you? You have the LIF, of course, lest I forget. Everything that you need to do this session is just, in fact, 3 tasks. One is the new teacher's room. The other one is the self-correcting quiz. Okay, both have to be posted in our community. And you have to complete the feedback form for session 5. Over here you have a link to the Hangout. Sorry. And the feedback form is here as usual, as always. The thing didn't come up yet, so I can't show you what I wanted to show you. Wait a second, maybe I can. Switch accounts. Okay. Come on. Okay. This is Yarden's English department site. It's a site that I built. I will show you later on how to work on this more when we get to Google Sites. You will have to create a site for your classes. Right now, if I go into, where did I have a quiz? I think in junior high. In junior high, 9th grade. Okay. Okay, see a quiz. Click on the picture to start your quiz. Good luck. I created an online quiz. Okay. And here I decided to have like drop-down boxes so they choose the correct answer. And if you are having a quiz like that with no open answers, that's a great way to use Flubaroo, because Flubaroo helps you check these tests. So you get a whole, you know what, maybe I can show you. Hold on, if the internet allows me. Open grade 9 quiz. If the internet lets me, I'll show you how it was graded and how and how the kids answered and everything. Now, let me see what I can close meanwhile. Okay, this I don't want to close. This, who's writing? Dvora. Can you send us the link to your website? We can get some ideas. I'm sorry, Dvora, but the website is closed because of it's Google Apps for Education. So it's a problem to send you a link. You will be able to get to the main page, but that's it. You're not going to be able to get into anything. I'm sorry. That I can show you some of it. Meanwhile, while we wait for that to open. Where is it? No, it's opening the quiz. Okay, well, it's opening the quiz over there. I'll show you. I can show you what I did for example, for literature. Okay, the literature log. I think I showed you already once. Okay, anyway, you have here links to whatever we did. If we go into the 3 short stories, for example. Okay, what's a short story? You have links to the 3 short stories that I taught. You go into the rules of the game, for example. You have here the pre-reading. Let's read the story. This is wonderful because on TLC you have the links to, so I just linked it to the TLC site, and kids with that are learning disabled can also listen to the story while we're reading it with earphones on their laptops. Basic understanding, analysis, and everything else is here. Now let me see if this came up. Yes, it came up. Okay, now this is the form that I did over there. Edit this form. Okay, I click on edit this form, and hopefully it will come up soon. Okay, good. The moment I clicked on edit, I can see the responses and I can see it live as well. What I would like to do right now is click on view responses. That's what I wanted to do. Hopefully it will come up. Okay, until it does, I'm back here. What else? Do you want to ask me anything about it? I can. The self-testing checking test seems to take hours to create. No, Dvora, it won't. Once you get the hang of it, it's like the first time after you create the first 2 questions, you'll get the hang of it, and it's very quick to make. I personally don't like it very much because it's really only for self-practice. And I think there are better ways to do it. But the possibility is there and you could use it. I do love using Flubaroo though because it helps us really save time. Okay. Oh, you want to see the result of the surveys. If I can get to it. I'm sorry, but the internet is lagging. It's still, oh, okay. See? Now, this is the answer sheet. It's still loading, but you can start looking at it, okay? Now, I wrote, if you see the first line is the correct answer. It's separated by a line, okay? These are my kids that came into. They didn't have to write their name because they work with Google Apps, so they were already in there. These are the answers that each of the kids wrote. No, come on, get out of here. Okay. And then, if I scroll along, you'll see that I have all their answers. Okay, now I have Flubaroo installed. So the moment I had clicked on Flubaroo, it checks for me. I already did it, so I'm going here to setup and results. Okay, that's the script, and I go to grades, and I have all the grades in, where are they? Okay, here they are. See, these are the grades. I have time submitted because I can limit the kids. Okay, and you see exactly, and everything is done in like under 1 minute. Okay, the moment you do, and you have all the grades. This is it. Any questions? Hold on, where are your questions? So many things open, I already lost it. Wow, that's an echo. Okay, here no questions.
Is there a way not to let them, change their answer?
Yes. I showed you, hold on a second, let me go back to it. Here, see, time submitted once, because you can decide on the form if it's only submitted once or more or whatever. You can allow them to change or not to change.
Okay.
It's in the setting. Okay?
Okay, so that way, yeah, so that way it's not only for self-check, then you can really use it for checking their knowledge.
With Flubaroo, you can use it for checking their knowledge. Self-check is only the wrong answer, well done, that I showed you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sandra, I have a question. It's Connie.
Yes.
It has
Yes.
nothing to do with the Google Drive. I just want to know the reflective journal. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to write?
Okay. Is there anyone here that doesn't mind me showing the journal? Do I have a volunteer? Any volunteers?
Yeah, Tamar.
Tamal? Okay. Thank you, Tamal. 1 second. Okay. Journals. Okay, Tamal, where are you? Tamal. Can you still see my screen? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And your internet doesn't work.
Yes, now it is. Okay.
Oh, now.
This is Tamal's journal, okay? After each section, Tamal wrote a reflection. You can see what she wrote. Today's lesson was overwhelming. I couldn't get into the Hangout, and I couldn't do anything while listening to the Hangout. Finally, open an additional computer and access the PPT from there. Now I've created, etc., etc. Okay? Session 4, she wrote, now getting to the applications I can use. Still too much review during lesson, which doesn't allow much time for new learning. The flipped lesson was a good experience, and I'm ready to start planning some of my future classes next year. Okay, so this is the type of reflection. Now, some of it if you can see, the comments came up right now. Okay,
It's pretty much of what we did anyway when you asked on the Google community thing, for our feedback. So it's pretty much feedback.
Yes, it is feedback. It's a reflection on what's going on. It's
okay, Machos. Okay. I wasn't sure what it was. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, and unless anybody has any questions, we are wrapping up for tonight.
Goodbye and thank you. Good night.
Goodbye, thank you, and start thinking about the final assignment, please. You have to start planning your site. You will know how to do it later on, but you still...
We can do it with others, right?
Yes, you should do it with others. You
Okay.
should do it in groups.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.